everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is an exciting video because I am packing for our annual ski trip of the year and I am so excited. Skiing for me, honestly, I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. I boarded for the first 2. I think I've been skiing for, I think this is actually our 4th ski trip that I have done now. So yeah, like I'm committed to say the least, but I am here with another video. I'm actually going to do a pack with me video, everything that I will be packing for skiing. So hopefully this will help you out in any way if you've got an upcoming ski trip or whether you're just here for the journey, whatever it may be. But I am so excited to bring you along. I will try and keep this short and sweet because when I did my last packing video for Australia, it was a little bit longer than I thought. So hopefully we'll keep this nice and short so I don't bore you for too long. And yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to Plagne in France, and this is our first time as a family going to France. But Zach has never been skiing in France, so it's new for him. We normally do end up going to places like Austria, but this is our first year in France. So we're excited. I have a lot to share with you, a lot to show. Currently, my bedroom, well, our spare bedroom, looks like this right now. It is a little bit crazy. I have simply just taken everything out of my drawers, the wardrobe, to basically just put in this massive pile to sort out into suitcases. Now, skiing, it's not just skiing gear. You have to think about your thermals. You have to think about like some morning cozy clothes for breakfast, then some cozy clothes for after skiing. And then you've got to think about some evening outfits for dinner, whether you're going out to a bar or whatever it may be. So yeah, there's a lot to think about, but you have to try and fit it into a suitcase. And bearing in mind, skiing gear is quite puffy, quite big. You have to make sure that you're under the baggage limit, and we only have 23 kilos, so it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. Already Zach's case has been super full and he's had to take a couple of things out already, but hopefully I can fit majority of this in. But of course, skiing, you're going to a cold place and you need your jumpers, you need your cozies, and of course like jumpers and all of that is quite thick as well, so it's a lot. You're very limited on space. Luckily, we have 2 23 kilo checked baggage and we are able to take a large cabin case on board as well as a bag. So that is handy. But I currently need to sort out all of this right now because I have just dumped it all on the bed. There's piles, there are boxes. I'm still actually waiting for some ski trousers to come. So hopefully that comes tomorrow. But yeah, this is the situation. I still need to sort out toiletries and everything like that. I am going to run you through what I'm taking, hopefully be able to fit it in my case and go from there really. Okay, I have just organized the chaos into sections and it looks a lot less now. I mean, there's also clothes there, but it looks a lot less. So I'm going to basically walk you through every single bit that I have in terms of what it's for and when I'm going to wear it. And there's a lot of kind of things that I can crisscross over with outfits, so I can hopefully wear twice and not have to take as much. So let me get started. Okay, so for skiing, you need thermals for underneath your ski gear. Now, this can differ. This can be like an underlayer and then a thicker thermal and then your ski gear. I have always skied with pretty much an in-between layer. And this is mostly because the stuff that I wear on top is quite thick. And I don't like wearing lots and lots of layers. There have been years where I have worn 2 pairs of leggings and 2 tops. But typically these days I will wear a thinner top and then either a jumper or I may wear like a sports kind of jacket and then I wear my ski gear. Now, starting with the tops, when I say thermals, I don't typically wear what you would class as a thermal. I actually end up wearing these tops. Now, these are just from Primark. They're just the roll neck, knitted kind of tops, long sleeve. So literally these. I actually got this one yesterday. I just needed an extra one. £8 for one of these. And these actually keep me surprisingly warm. And I've worn these for every single trip that I've done now. I always was like under the impression that I would invest into proper ski tops. However, these have never let me down, and I have actually quite a few. I have pretty much every colour you can think of. I have 2 white, one's more of a cream, and then I have the brown, I have a black, I have a grey, and then I have this kind of brownish top as well. So that's 5. That's pretty much nearly every single day that I ski. And then I have these slinky tops. Now, these are like sweat proof, and these are from ASOS, and I got these a couple of years ago, but these are like a slinky kind of design, and they actually surprisingly keep me warm. And these are for like the days where might be a little bit warmer. Like I track the weather every single day on mid-mountain, top mountain and stuff like that, and I kind of gauge how I felt the day before, but also gauge by the weather and if there's any snow expected, etc, etc. So these are the thin tops that I wear. And then when I was talking about like a kind of sports jacket, I kind of wear these like yoga jackets that sit on top, and they have like a thumb loop as well. So they're absolutely perfect. They're quite, I mean, 1, they're sweat proof. 2, they're quite thick as well. So that ends up being my second layer. I do actually have, I don't know if this is an Under Armour one. And again, more of a sports jacket, but it is a little bit thicker than this one here. So I typically will wear that on top, and then that way, if I do get hot, I can take off the jacket and put it in a bag, and then that way I've only got the top, or vice versa. And then I do also have this North Face pink one. I haven't actually worn it. I bought it a couple of years ago, and it did fit, but it was a little bit on the tighter side. But I've saved it, and I tried it on this year, and it fit with a lot of room. So I will be happily wearing this. You can see the label is still on it, but it's my first ever North Face item, and I didn't want to get rid of it. And so I was like, I'll just wait until it fits, and now it fits. So those are like call it my mid layer. So you have my base layer, which is my tops, and then this will be my mid layer. Now for bottoms, again, I don't actually have any thermal leggings. I'm gonna sneeze. Simply because I've always worn sport leggings, and I have always been warm enough. Now, there has been occasions where I have worn 2, and that has been a colder day, and it's never let me down. But I have 2 pairs of gym leggings that I will wear, and I actually ended up going to Primark yesterday, and I got these lightweight velvet plush leggings, regular length, warm, and they're actually fleece lined. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like fleece lined with, and I mean, they have like an open foot as well. Nicely, they were discounted to £4 from £7. They had loads of these in there, and I thought, you know what, I'll give these a go. That way, if I do get cold, wear these with the leggings, and that way I'll be extra warm. So I got these, excited to give those a go. Thing is with skiing, like skiing gear is expensive, especially if you want good quality stuff. I have never had an issue wearing what I wear for thermal wise. And if I get cold, then I'll put on a jumper. If I don't get cold, then I take off a jumper, vice versa. And then if I do want to wear a jumper on a skiing day, this is typically the one that I end up going for. It just has Aspen Colorado on it. And I think this was from, I want to say ASOS as well. ASOS do some really good stuff. I ended up getting that a couple of years ago, and that ends up being quite a thicker jumper if I do need it. But that is pretty much my underlayer of ski gear. Now, ski socks. I have probably more somewhere, but I need to go and find them, is my ski socks. Now, I used to wear 2 pairs of ski socks because I was always under the impression that my feet were really cold. But I've actually learned that my feet aren't cold if I just wear 1 pair. You have to make sure that you have a really good boot, and the boot is not too tight that is cutting off circulation. And you also have to make sure you've got very good quality ski socks. Now, again, you can spend a lot of money on these. I ended up actually getting these from Amazon, making sure I was reading the reviews before. And these are really, really good last year. So I've got 2 pairs of these. These are my OG socks that I've had from day one of ever skiing. And I always take these. And then I have a couple of other pairs, but I need to go and find those. But if you have a good quality ski boot and it fits good and the sock fits good, then your feet should never be cold. And that's something that I've learned. And if you end up wearing more than one pair, you can actually cut off your circulation. Well, not cut it off completely, but you can cut off circulation and it can actually make your feet colder, which is why you don't actually need 2 pairs of socks. Now onto gloves. So these are my ski gloves. I actually need to invest into a new pair potentially this year, just because these are starting to be a little bit battered. Now I have actually had these about 3 or 4 years now. They have served me very well, but I am due a new pair. I may go and look in the shops on the weekend to see if I can find a nice pair. But these are actually mittens, but inside it's like a glove feel, so they've got the glove finger holes. I actually prefer mittens over normal gloves, and I actually learned the other day, apparently mittens are warmer than your ordinary glove, so go figure. And I have my normal pair of mittens for when we go out to the shops and walking down the town and stuff like that, just because I don't like wearing my ski gloves just in case I lose them. So I have those. That is pretty much my underlayer of all my ski stuff. I do have thicker socks here. Now these might be my boot socks, they may be my morning socks, whatever socks I fancy, just cozy socks. And I have these ones as well. So they're my thicker socks. Now moving on to my ski gear. So I tried all my ski gear on last week. None of it fits apart from like 3 items. Now I've had pretty much the same ski gear from day one, but I did get a new jacket and trousers 2 years ago, but I've had to sell that because it was literally falling off me. It was gauging, and all I could imagine was if I get cold, there's going to be a breeze down the back of my trousers or within my coat, and I don't want to be cold. So I made a very girl decision and sold it all on Vinted, which I didn't think it would sell as quick, but it went the same day. I was like, oh crap, now I actually do need ski gear. And I had to end up buying some new ski gear. And I mean, what a shame. I love buying new ski gear. So I've actually ended up buying some ski gear that I'll show you. I'm actually still waiting for my trousers to come through the post. But my current ski gear that does fit me is I have these Adidas salopettes. I have these Adidas salopettes which have braces which can clip on and off. I have had these maybe about 4 years now, and they are waterproof. They don't look waterproof, but they're actually really comfy. They are not thick but not thin. They're actually quite nice if it's like a sunny day and it's very, very warm on the slopes. So these are, I mean, these go with everything. So I'm happy that these still fit because they were an absolute steal when I bought them on ASOS. I also have this dope jacket again from pretty much the second time I went skiing. This is good to just throw over the top. I don't really like this coat as much as my other coats just because it is obviously over the head and it can be quite a lot of ag, but it is comfy. I wish it was a bit shorter or it had like a drawstring on the bottom just so it ties up nicely. I am actually selling it on Vinted, so if you do need a ski coat and you like this jacket, feel free to hit up my Vinted because I do want to get rid of it, but I am taking it this year just so that I have an extra coat if I do want one, and that is going to be my only waterproof coat. I will get into that. I say waterproof coat. It will be my only kind of like that material coat, and then I'll show you my other one which is waterproof, but you'll see why. And then this I absolutely love. Again, ASOS, you're coming through. This was about 4 years ago now, and I've worn this every year since. And it is my all-in-one Aztec-y, very loud ski suit. Love it, absolutely love it. Honestly, like, it's just such a vibe. I never wear anything colourful, anything loud. This is my loudest piece. And don't get me wrong, I do wear it from like day 2, maybe day 3 onwards, because I have to make sure that I am not Bambi on ice to begin with. And I feel like you need a lot of confidence skiing when you wear something like this. So otherwise I'm going to stand out like a sore thumb, and we don't want that. So this is my absolute favorite thing that I had probably bought from ASOS. That is definitely coming with me. I'm so grateful that it fits. Even if it didn't fit, I would never get rid of it. And then my new purchase, love it. So my new purchase, yes. Now, I have ummed and ahed over getting Zara ski gear. I think it was only new last year or the year before. I've seen very mixed reviews about it. Now, I didn't want to waste money on it if it wasn't worth it, but I've actually read a lot of reviews, a lot of TikToks on this coat because it doesn't look very ski worthy. A lot of people are saying, oh, you're just wearing it for styling or whatever. Not personally me, but other people that have worn it. However, I am impressed with Zara. Like, this wasn't an expensive coat. It was £110, I think, which for a ski coat is pretty good. Now, I don't just want to wear anything. I do like to, I say dress up, but I do like to feel good in what I wear on skiing, but it also needs to be practical. Now, some people are going to have mixed opinions about this. I have mixed opinions about it, but Zach was like, get it. Now, I probably wouldn't wear it on a day that it is falling with snow and it's a complete whiteout because ultimately the coat's going to get wet. I won't get wet, but the coat will get wet. Now, I have checked the weather multiple times and the weather is pretty good where I am skiing, and this has been my purchase. Now, Zara, I am very impressed with the quality here because the coat is extremely heavy. It has everything that you need for a ski coat. So it has your ski pass, it has like a goggle cleanser thing, which I've never had in any ski coat that I've owned. It has all like the buckle stuff to make sure the coat's on properly. It has double zips, has inside pockets. It also has Reco technology, I believe. Is it called Reco? Yes, so Reco technology. So God forbid, touch wood, if I was to ever be in an avalanche, basically, if they know that someone's stuck in an avalanche or within the snow, they will basically use like a metal detector, but in snow form, to basically hover over, and the coat will basically alert the detector to say that I'm there. Now, I've never had a coat that's had this before, and when everyone's slating Zara off for their ski gear, I'm sorry, but if a coat can detect me in an avalanche, you've sold me. Now, like I say, I'm not going to be wearing this in a whiteout. However, can we just take a minute for this piece? It is gorgeous. Like, I took a lot of confidence for me to buy this. However, I'm very happy that I just thought, screw it, I'm just going to do it. It does have a like coaty feel hood to it, but yeah, it is very thick, it is very heavy. I don't think I'm going to be able to put it in my case. I think I'm going to have to wear it because it's quite heavy. It has pretty much ski lining everywhere. It is very, very thick. I don't want to get it all out, but yeah, like I say, like it's very kitted out for skiing. And yes, it is fur on the top, and I have seen people where they're going, it has snowed and I've worn this and the coat pretty much didn't get soaked because maybe the type of material that the fur is, I don't know, but we can test it out. I'm happy to test it out. I can always go back to the hotel and change my coat. It's not an issue, like, but I like it and I'm so happy that I got it. So yeah, and I actually ended up getting, so I am very fussy with what seller pets that I get. And I actually was on Vinted and someone was selling Zara ski trousers, brand new, still in the box. And I was like, yes, I will have those. Still waiting for those to come through. They are due by tomorrow, so I'm hoping that they're going to be in the in-post locker and I can go pick them up. But at the end of the day, I still have my Adidas trousers and I do have my all-in-one, so it's not the end of the world. But that is my ski coat. I am extremely impressed. Now, this next thing that is very exciting, and funny story, I was meant to have these last year. I ordered them to the hotel because it made sense. I was ordering them from Europe, so I was like, screw it, I'll order it to the hotel. And got to the hotel, was so excited. My helmet came because Zach bought me a helmet for my birthday. We sent it to the hotel. I ordered ski boots to the hotel. I was so excited, opened them up. They all turned up on time. It's the wrong ski boots. Same color, same make, same size, but the wrong ski boots. So basically I ended up ordering a double buckle instead of a boa and a buckle. Fuming. So I had to return them. Now, I have also ummed and ahed about these because I've seen other boots this year in the new season that I really, really like. But I went with what I should have ordered last year. And these are an investment, and these are an investment to develop my progression over the next few years. So it's a bit of a progression boot. However, I didn't want to buy a boot that I am comfortable with maybe now or even 2 years ago and then grow out with them in the next 2 years. So I've grown a boot where they're comfortable now, but there's room for progression with them because they are a stiffer flex. So these are my new ski boots. I don't know if you can see them, but oh my God, is all I'm saying. And I actually got them for an absolute steal. If you're looking for ski boots, opt to order them from Europe. 9 times out of 10, it's free delivery and free customs. It does take a little bit longer to come. I mean, I ordered these last Tuesday and they came yesterday. No, they came either yesterday or Wednesday. Either Tuesday or Wednesday they came. So it took about a week to come. Now, it was a little bit delayed because the place that I ordered them from only sent them on certain days, so Tuesday and Friday, and I missed the deadline on the Tuesday, so they ended up getting sent on the Friday, but I would have had them by basically Monday this week. Now, I got these for an absolute steal, and the reason why I say order them from Europe, the price is substantially cheaper. I got these boots with discount code for £250. Now, these are 2025 season boots. Like, that's incredible. And it has the new technology of a boa. So, like snowboard boots, you have boas to basically do up your boots. Now, I tried this boot last year because I had to hire boots because clearly I ordered the wrong boots. And it had a boa system, and it confirmed that I made the right decision because this is an absolute godsend to do up your boots. But you can get double boas. However, I like the option of being able to loosen both these buckles. So I normally have like this one quite loose and then this one a little bit tighter so that my flex is a little bit more at the top. But yeah, these are pretty ski boots and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have these. They're so gorgeous. I can't wait. And the fact that I'm actually taking my own ski boots and helmet this year is incredible. Now, the higher shops at ski resorts are typically good. I know they swap their boots and helmets every like couple of years. However, if you are skiing every single year, I would recommend getting your own kit because of course this kit's being used a lot in terms of the higher stuff and you don't know how battered they are, even though they do change it, they do their maintenance. However, I would highly recommend getting your own kit just for your own safety, knowing it's only you that is using it. Yeah, like these are my new babies and I am so excited to get these on the slopes. They're going to take some time getting used to because they are brand new. I am going to potentially get them molded when I go to France and personalize them to my feet because they are moldable. So yeah, I can't wait. So that is another purchase of mine. But like I said, I did order them last year. So technically it was last year's investment, okay? That's what I'm telling my bank account. But that is all my ski gear. Oh, wait, my helmet. So my helmet, I forgot about this. I ordered this last year. I actually got it for my birthday. And again, so happy that I've got my own helmet that fits my head and the visor is actually attached, which I love because I hate the gap. Like my extensions always end up getting a little bit in the way and it moves my helmet quite a lot. Now, this is the visor that you can just move all the way down and then you can move all the way up and they stay on your helmet. Now, this is a godsend because I hate faffing around with goggles on and off and then they ping off. This is actually attached. I can change the visor. I was going to get a new one, get another one this year, but I haven't. So maybe I'll look for that in the shop. But yeah, again, by Solomon. Oh, sorry, my ski boots are Solomon. And this is also Solomon. And I really love this. It has a dial on the back. It kept me super warm last year. I had no gap on my head. And yeah, absolutely perfect. Again, this wasn't actually that expensive. I think, I want to say it was like either just over £100 or it was just slightly sub £100. Now, it's very good value for money, but also it has had a lot of reviews and highly recommended. So I think it's called the Sigma Osmo Pro helmet. And I have no regrets. So I feel like I'm fully kitted out. Yeah, I feel like I'm fully kitted out now. Like, what else could a girl want? I have my boots, I have my jacket, I have my helmet. Like, life's good, life's good. Okay, so that's pretty much all my ski gear done, I think. Now we're moving on to basically some cozy clothes and some evening clothes, because I can't quite rock down in my ski boots, but you've got to have some comfy clothes. So typically when I go down for breakfast, I end up wearing my base layers, and I don't normally wear anything kind of different, just my base layers of what I'm going to wear for the day ahead. But I have packed some cozy clothes. So I have packed some joggers. Now, I am really annoyed at this, but it is what it is. So these are my Mickey and Minnie trousers that I ended up getting from Target in Orlando a couple of years ago. Now you can see they are dyed blue. Believe it or not, these used to be white. And Zach ended up washing his new Ralph Lauren blue polo with my white joggers. And of course the dye from the polo has come all onto my joggers. So now I have ombre blue joggers, and it looks okay on the camera, but it's actually quite bad in person. But these are just going to be my kind of throw on joggers. I love them though, they're so sweet. Like, you never see anything like this, but yeah, so they are my joggers. I am potentially going to take my Gymshark ones as well, just because I completely forgot I had these, and then I pulled out both of these, and I may take both depending on what space I have. Then for the evening, I have this kind of little mini skirt, which I will wear with tights. I have absolutely rinsed this. I wore this in my Australia video, and I think my Maldives video as well. And I absolutely rinsed this when I went to Orlando because it has shorts under. I've got 2 pairs of jeans. These I need to iron, but I'm actually going to wear these on travel day on Saturday, and then another pair just to switch it up for the evenings. Then I have some jumpers. So I have this ski jumper from Pretty Little Thing. Pretty much just has that ski kind of logo on the front, and then it's plain and it's a little bit of a roll neck. Then I have this kind of plain Primark jumper, a Zara like cardigan, which is easy just to throw on if I just wear a top in the evenings and I just need to wear something to throw over my shoulders. And then another little Zara number for like a little crop kind of white tee here. So that's kind of like my evening jumpers. I have some plain tops here. So I've got some like kind of halter necks, which I might actually end up wearing as like a base top, depending on how warm it is. And then I have some just like tees, different colors. Again, all good to wear with like jeans in the evening and little things like that, and maybe travel day. Then I also have over here, sorry, it's quite dark. Let me just turn the bathroom light on. Then I have some dresses. So I have like a plain black dress, nothing crazy. It's got this kind of like pattern at the back, but I will show you what I wear on the evenings that I kind of like dress up. I have this SKIING number, again, just really plain and simple. Then I have another Zara number. If you don't know, I clearly like Zara. I have this like beigey kind of dress, and then another like black SKIING number there, which I ended up wearing in Australia. So just some plain like long bodycon kind of cozy dresses. And I have this like Tommy Hilfiger all-in-one kind of jumpsuit. It gives me like mechanic car vibes. And I actually really do like it, and it does look nice when you dress up. On the back, if I show you the back, like you can kind of see where it gives like mechanical vibes, but it's actually really nice to wear as like an all-in-one sort of thing. And I haven't worn this for a couple of years now, so I may take it. It is nice. It's something a little bit different than just having dresses. And then I've got bikini and swimsuit for when we go swimming, because there is a pool, and if you don't sit in a pool or a spa in the evenings after skiing, what are you doing? You need it. Trust me, you need it. So I have my swimwear. I love doing that. It's probably my only time that I ever go in a spa and a pool in every single year. So I absolutely rinse that when you're just completely knackered and all you want to do is just sit in a hot tub and just chill. Then I have like some underwear, standard. I have some tights to wear in the evening. I have some socks, again, to wear in the evening if I need anything. I have some big comfy ones. I've got hair stuff, like these little headbands are really good to wear either underneath my helmet or when I'm like eating lunch and stuff on the slopes, just because it keeps my hair out my face. And plus it also helps keep my hair from rolling forward when I've got my helmet on. So that's an absolute godsend if you need a little tip. And then I also have pajamas. I've got my Mickey Christmas pajamas still, just because they are extremely comfy. And I actually have 2 pairs of these. And then I went to Primark the other day, guys. Oh my gosh, have a look at these. They are absolutely stunning. It literally is identical to Sky. It's crazy. It's Sky in pajamas. And I was like, oh my God, I don't need them, but I'm going to get them anyway. And if you could feel how soft these are, guys, it is incredible. Like, it's so silky, but like cotton. And yeah, they come with shorts. So I ended up getting these. It's going to be my ski pajamas. And then I've also got some gym gear here because we actually get to the hotel quite early on Saturday before anyone else gets there. So like the whole of Zach's family. So we may either just chill out or we may go to the gym, we might get like a 30-minute session in, we may go into town, we don't know yet. But of course, I'm going to be taking you along. I'm going to be taking you on a full hotel tour. So plenty of time to do that, but we may go to the gym. We haven't decided yet. Depends how battered we are, because we are quite battered. But yeah, so that is kind of like my little things. I have like a belt for my skirt, another ski belt just in case. I have a ski bag. I don't really like taking a big backpack. This is a Columbia bag. Had it for a few years now. It's fit my phone in, my hairbrush. I'm going to be taking my Osmo, so it's going to fit in there perfectly. I've already tested it and it works fine. Normally my phone goes in my ski jacket, and then anything small like Carmex or whatever it may be goes in there. My headphones, which I need to find. So that's my ski bag. And then I do take I take my ski goggles that I got quite a few years ago, just as a backup in case, 1, anyone loses their ski goggles, or 2, I don't know, for whatever reason my ones break. They shouldn't, but they're here anyway. They're tiny, they just fit, so it's perfect. So that is all my little things. Of course, like the essentials, my Sava scarf. I've got like a little headband for when I'm sitting outside eating lunch. My NFL hat, so I support the San Fran 49ers. If any of you watch NFL, I'd love to know who you support. And I've also just got my little woolly hat as well for when I'm on the slopes. So that's a lot. It looks a lot, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to fit it into the case. I have my snow boots. They look really battered, but they're not. Like, they're actually in really good condition. I have my snow boots. Now, these are for when we are walking down the town and stuff like that. Normally, I wear them to the airport, but I have Uggs now, and my Uggs are a lot easier to like wear and just slip on, slip off when I get really hot and stuff. So I'll be wearing those. I've got loads of toiletries to pack, but just like the basics: makeup, hair, shampoo. I have my straighteners and my hair dryer to pack, but I haven't packed those yet because I'm actually going to be washing my hair tonight. So I will pack all those, but not really like loads of essentials because majority of the time the hotels have a lot of it. So I'm just going to be taking that. I have bought some dry shampoo because this massively helps. SPF for the slopes. Second year I went skiing, I didn't wear anything on my face. Best believe I had a dirty ass goggle line. Never again. I actually wear foundation that has SPF in, and I've never had an issue since. I use is it the L'Oreal? I think it's L'Oreal or Rimmel. I also use number 7 as well, foundation. Godsend because it has like SPF in it. But now I'm also starting my skincare journey, and I have bought the Garnier Vitamin C. I was using another one beforehand, but I've ended up buying this. Now this is a moisturizer plus protect plus anti-dark spot plus sheer glow, and I used it the other day and it felt really nice. So This is going to be going on my face. So I'm going to be using this first thing I've really bought from Garnier. So hopefully it goes well and protects my face from the sun, because even though you're going to a snow holiday, you're high up in the mountains, the sun reflects off the white snow. It does get really sunny and no one wants a goggle line, trust me. And then I've just got basic toothpaste. So yeah, we are taking the drone. That is coming with us. Not sure where that's going to go within this mess, but it is coming with us. We are hoping to get some footage of the mountains. Hopefully it's all safe and okay to use there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Like I say, I've got toiletries. I've got my travel. I've got my hand luggage to take, so I'm actually going to be putting my boots in my small suitcase, and then I've got my bag to take with me. So the bag that I took to Australia, I'm taking that Zara bag with me just to put my laptop in, my bag, take my laptop, take my book, and just a couple of essentials and snacks, because we have a 3-hour flight from Edinburgh to Geneva, and then we have a 2.5-hour transfer. So we are leaving at 6 a.m. Saturday morning, so it's we leave the house at 3 a.m. We get the flight at 6 a.m. and the transfers from 9 a.m. So it is a very long morning with probably not a lot of food, because I can't eat that early. That's ridiculous. So I'm going to have to take some snacks with me. What a shame. So it'll be a snack bag. But yeah, this is pretty much the situation. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I think this is quite long. I do apologize. I tried to keep these short, but clearly not. But I like to go through things as much detail as possible. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I am now going to do the girl full body shower of shave legs and wash hair and do eyebrows, maybe put a face mask on, and yeah, all that good stuff. I mean, I've got to eat dinner as well at some point and edit this video and make sure I get this up before Saturday. And then I can start my skiing vlog. I am very, very excited. Might be a 2-parter, who knows? I like to vlog as much as possible, so I'm excited to bring you along. But like I say, thank you for making it this far in the video. Hopefully I haven't bored you. Hopefully I haven't bored you as much. Please give me a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and help support and grow the channel. Let me know what you're excited for, or if you have any tips. And yeah, let's go skiing. Thank you so much, guys.